All right. I think we are good. I say this every time, but I think we're good. Is anybody in the chat yet? Anyone in the chat yet? You guys know that I always like to give YouTube just a few minutes to kind of let the notifications go out and let everybody kind of, get in here and get settled. But welcome if you are in here already to the official Arcade1Up pre-show or pre-party, and then we're obviously going to have the big announcement and then the after party afterwards to kind of discuss everything that we saw, everything that we talked about so far. Comment down below if you guys know or have an idea of what's going to be revealed. I think I know, but I want to see what everybody else says. I'm curious about that. And hopefully the stream goes well. I'm trying out a couple different things that I haven't really tried before. I don't know how this stream is going to go. Hopefully, like right now, it seems to be okay. Once Arcade1Up stream starts and we kind of try and put that on the screen, I really hope it goes well. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're gonna see. Looks like we got a few comments. JP Wiggs said, "What up? What's going on?" Trent Martin says, "Hey man, what's up, Trent? Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope all is well." Big B73 says, "Killer Instinct Pro." That is pretty much what I am leaning towards. I can like 95% say that that's what it's going to be. I don't know 100%, but if I had to put my money on it, I'm gonna say Killer Instinct Pro. But I also feel like there may be two announcements in one, because Arcade1Up posted on their story on Instagram. I want to actually pull this up for you guys, and let me unfold my phone, get fancy for a second. If I pull up Arcade1Up on Instagram, they shared this story here, and it says coming soon, and it has, this coming soon thing here with this guy writing like his signature on the actual on the box. So I thought that was a little weird, so I actually clicked the person that shared that, and he's a New York artist slash designer slash party enthusiast is what his bio says on Instagram. So when I go to his page and look at his story, obviously it's that same thing there, but then also it says stay tuned, and he posted an image of Pac-Man. So are we about to see another Pac-Man cabinet? I don't know if they're actually going to announce this today. But how funny would that be if they do this whole big live stream to announce yet another Pac-Man cab? I don't think that it's only going to be Pac-Man that we're going to see. I still think we're going to see Killer Instinct, but that would make my night. It would be hilarious if we end up seeing another Pac-Man cab announced tonight. Getting back to the comments, don't care about Pro Series, three-quarter scale fits your needs. I feel the same way, although the Pro Series is nice if you want something more close to that realistic arcade feel, but definitely, these suffice for sure. Your Shinku volume keeps going down by itself even after you disconnected the volume switch. So I am currently having that same issue, and so is a lot of people with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, I didn't know that that was happening with any other cabinets. It's weird. I don't know what glitches. This is the first time I've heard it happening in that specific cab, but I know that, it has been happening with Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I should say. Fist bump says Trent. Fist bump right back at you. Feral, geez, I can't read. Feral Inferno says kind of funny that you're putting together Killer Instinct right now. Well, you may want to put it all back in the box and return it and get yourself the Pro Cab, because that might be coming. We don't know for sure, but it could happen. And we'll find out here in 30 minutes. So once the stream starts, I did want to kind of let you guys know what's going to happen. Once the stream starts, I'm going to probably mute my mic just so we can all listen to the stream together. And I'm going to give you guys like a sample of what it's going to look like. So give me 1 second. So I'm going to open this and close this. So this is what it's going to look like once the stream starts. I'm going to have this all set up. So on the right, you see the chat. That is going to be the chat for Arcade1Up stream. Obviously, if you guys are in my stream, you can already see the chat on your phones or your monitors or wherever you're watching this. So you don't need to see our chat. But I specifically wanted to see Arcade1Up's chat because I have a feeling it's going to be one for the ages. I think everybody is going to be on them to mention Blitz and mention Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I think all of us, myself included, need to, when the stream starts, everybody just needs to spam, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, NFL Blitz, when's online coming, when are patches coming. Just spam that in the comments, because the only way that we can make ourselves heard by Arcade1Up is to make ourselves heard, because if they don't mention it in their stream tonight, it is going to be a big problem that these cabs have all these issues. And let me put it back to let me get back over here. Let me hold on one second, close that, and I'll close that for now. Okay, so back to what I was saying. It would be a really big problem if they do a whole live stream and don't even announce the issues that are going on with these cabinets. And yeah, it's interesting. It will be interesting to say the least. So we're definitely going to have to see what happens with that. But once their stream starts, I will be in their comments, and I want everyone, open a new tab, stay on this stream, of course, support me, but open a new tab and go directly to Arcade1Up stream and just spam their comments as well. And another thing, Arcade1Up, I don't know why, but they switched the stream link that they are streaming for. So the link that you guys had before is no longer the current link. They moved to a different link, and I'm going to paste that here in the chat. So that is the new link. Why they switched links, I don't know. Who knows? But hey, it is what it is. You're good with 3/4 scale. Your wallet needs a break at this point. I think all of our wallets need a break. I mean, this is the first cabinet I've bought. Well, I bought my Pac-Man 12-in-1 Legacy Edition not too long ago, but I got that on like a super, I got that on a super discount at Walmart for like $150. So this is like the first full price cab that I've bought, or more expensive cab that I bought in a while, and my wallet's hurting just from that. So I can imagine all you guys that just buy cab after cab. I can imagine how you guys feel. Red Sea Gaming's asked, do I have Blitz? You have it, and no one has mentioned how the gameplay randomly speeds up and slows down. It happens a lot on Blitz 2000, but all have this issue. So I do not have Blitz. I do want to get it, and I do plan to get it somewhere down the line. I did play Blitz. I was invited to Arcade1Up's media event for Blitz down here in Miami at their headquarters. I don't know, what was that, like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago at this point? So I was invited to that event. I attended it. I got to try out an early build of Blitz, I guess you can say, like a pre-production unit of Blitz. And when I played it, it seemed to be playing perfectly fine. But I only played it for about an hour and a half or so. So I didn't like really get to deep dive into it as I would have liked. But I do plan eventually to get Blitz down the line. And hopefully by the time I do, Arcade1Up will patch all these issues. I mean, that's all we're really here to see tonight. Am I wrong? Like, nobody cares about whatever Arcade1Up is going to announce tonight, because we all pretty much have an idea of what it is, or even, whatever it is, it's not going to be anything that exciting, I don't think. So I think that, I think we're all just like here to see if Arcade1Up mentions the problem with Blitz, mentions the problems with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Like, if they don't mention it at all, if they don't address it, I don't even know how these next couple days are going to go for Arcade1Up, because there's going to be a lot of upset people, and everybody's going to riot. That is 100% for sure. So has anybody else picked up Marvel vs. Capcom 2 since we last spoke? I mean, our last live was, what, a week ago maybe? When was the last live? When we did the gameplay. It's probably like a week ago, maybe just under a week for sure. But has anybody else picked it up? I'm just curious if anybody else is having those issues, or if you're having issues with other cabinets. We saw Shinku and we saw Blitz. I can't speak. We saw Blitz. So I knew about the Blitz, some of the Blitz issues. Really, the main thing I knew about Blitz was that there was still no online. Shinku, I didn't know, to my knowledge, that there was any issues with that cab. So that is new information to me. So that is pretty interesting. Let's see. Looks like we got 19 more minutes till the stream starts. So we're just here to chill. I got Marvel vs. Capcom in the background, Marvel Superheroes in the background. So I definitely, we're just here to chill. This is the pre-party, the pre-show. And then make sure you guys stay tuned, because after the stream, after Arcade1Up stream, either stay here or come right back here, because we're gonna talk about it. We're here for it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna discuss everything they announced, everything they addressed or didn't address. So definitely stay right here for the after party. I cannot wait. This is exciting. I haven't done one of these streams since 2020 for the IGN Summer of Play, and that's where Arcade1Up they announced, I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and the X-Men vs. Street Fighter cab, Big Buck Hunter, and the Marvel Pinball Machine. And that was my first time ever streaming, like reacting to anything live. So it's going to be interesting. I hope everything goes smoothly tonight. Like I said, once the stream starts, we'll see. But I think, fingers crossed, everything should go smoothly. Definitely, if you guys see any issues while I'm trying to run the stream, I'll just drop a comment. I'll do my best to fix it. If not, just hop over to Arcade1Up stream. I'll still keep this stream going and then just come back here after the stream. Let's see. There's definite frame drops during gameplay and speeds up. The big thing to me besides online is the black screen issues and changing players closest to the ball not working. So that's interesting. I didn't really know about those issues. A lot of Blitz owners, at least to my knowledge, haven't really complained about those issues. So, I mean, there's no doubting that there is issues. We'll just see what Arcade1Up does. The video from Arcade1Up is a premiere video, isn't it? It's not live, so they won't answer any questions. I think it's a live video. I don't think it's a premiere. It'll be interesting to see because I know the last couple, like, what are they calling it? The 1-Up show. The last few of them that they did, I think those were all live streams. One of them was for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and another one was for NFL Blitz. I believe that they were all live shows, if I'm not mistaken. And they'll have, like, some footage ready to go that they'll overlay, like trailers or whatever. But I think it's live. I hope it's live. If it's just a premiere video, that's that's gonna make everybody even more upset than they already are. I mean, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure it's a premiere video. I mean, a live video. I'm sorry. Let me see. The 1-Up show episode 4, because they're calling it the 1-Up show, I think it's going to be a live stream. It's not going to be a premiere. We'll have to see. I'm just reading through the description and stuff. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see on that. Yeah, I don't see. I think it's going to be a live stream though. I think it'll be a live stream. I really hope it's not a premiere. Oh man. So anybody else in the chat that we haven't talked to already, drop any questions you guys have, about anything Arcade1Up related or Toy Room related, whatever. Let's we got 15 minutes left. We're just here to chill, have a good time. I might throw the music on a little louder from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 just to provide a little background music. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but we'll see for sure. But yeah, 15 minutes left. And we're just here to chill, have a good time. How was everybody's day? Casual conversation, But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes. But like I was mentioning before, I think there might be more than one announcement, possibly. And if it's not announced today, I think we might be seeing another Pac-Man cab at some point, just based off of what that they Arcade1Up shared on their Instagram story. Oh man. What triggers the volume issue? So that's I've been trying to figure that out, and I don't know if it's something specific, but I know that it doesn't happen while you have the cab on standby like this. So I think it has something to do with maybe the buttons, because it only happens while you're playing, as far as I know. So what actually triggers it, like if there's a certain button combination that triggers it or something like that, I don't know. Oh man, I'm drinking ginger ale, so like the carbonation's making me burp, so my apologies. But yeah, I don't know if it's anything specific that triggers it, but I notice it only happens while you're playing. It doesn't happen when it's on standby mode like this. So I don't know exactly what it is, but it definitely has something to do with the buttons, my guess. Nissan Sylvia, like the name. Hey bro, do you agree this arcade machines go actual cabinet size? Are you asking if I think that they're going to be like a pro model? Hey bro, do you agree that this arcade machine go actual cabinet size? I'm not sure exactly what the question was. Are you asking if I think that Arcade1Up should make regular full-size cabs? I mean, we all think that today they are going to be announcing the pro model of Killer Instinct, which is basically, a full-size cab. So we'll have to wait and see. How is the lighting in here? Let me move the light right here. See if that's a little bit better over there. Did that help? Probably not. Let's see. I'm just trying to get the light in a good spot, but just with my setup right now, I don't think it's gonna work. So I'm probably just gonna put that right back where it was. And I stared into the light, and now I can't see anything. Oh boy. Yes, real arcade size. So, I mean, I don't think that they're gonna make like a full 1-to-1 size, arcade replica. But that's why they have their Pro Series or like their Shack size cabinets, right? It's going to be bigger than the 3/4 scale, but it's not going to be, full size. I don't think Arcade1Up will ever make, a full size cabinet because, I mean, they can, but you also have to think like if these 3/4 scales, like Marvel's Capcom 2 is going for $600, can you imagine what a full size one would go for? Easily over $1,000 for sure. So I don't know, and then like the amount of packaging and what it would take to like ship that out to us. I think the Pro Series and like the Shack size cabinets are as big as they're going to get. Toys Are Life says, "Hey man, I just joined. Well, welcome to the stream. Like I was mentioning before, we are here. This is the pre-show or the pre-party. Then I'm going to be streaming Arcade1Up stream. It's going to be like Streamception, but I'm going to stream their stream on my stream. And then I'm going to mute my microphone so we can all just watch it together uninterrupted. And then after the stream, I'm going to come right back here and we're going to talk about it for the after party, right? We're going to sit here and discuss everything that they announced and everything like that. So make sure you guys stay tuned and, we're just here to have a good time, like I said before. Looks like we now have 12 minutes left. 12 minutes. I feel like time is going slow and fast at the same time. Like, I'm so anxious to know what they're going to talk about. I think I know what they're going to reveal. I don't really care what they're going to reveal, to be honest. I just want to see if they're actually going to address all these issues that we have. And if they don't, then we have to do something. Like, whether it's we stop buying cabinets or what, like, kind of go on strike for a little bit. But I don't know. I just realized I forgot to light my candle to set my mood in here. I'm going to go light my candle real quick because I have an addiction to candles and I like my candles being lit and making the room smell nice. So hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Just lit my raspberry and whipped vanilla candle. I don't know if any of you have a candle addiction like I do, but if you're a candle person, Target is the place to get candles. I know you have like Bath and Body Works and stuff, but their candles are a little expensive. And Target's got really, really good smelling candles, especially like seasonal candles for, fall, Halloween, Christmas, and winter and everything. And their candles are pretty affordable. Their big ones are $10, and their smaller ones are $5, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, you get it all here. Arcade1Up, toys, video games, and candles. We're all in one here. Tonight would be a good time to show off that Double Dragon cabinet. I don't know if that's actually coming into fruition. We all know that, I accidentally leaked it in my NFL Blitz review when I was at Arcade1Up's headquarters for the press release of NFL Blitz. That cabinet was not really supposed to be out to the public. And I've said this in videos before, Arcade1Up or any company in general that you're licensing products. So, for instance, Double Dragon, whoever owns a license for that, I don't remember. But Arcade1Up has to create sort of like a demo version to kind of pitch to that company and say, the owners of Double Dragon, like, here is the product that we have, and this is what we want to do with your license. And, then that whoever owns the license, they can say yes or they can say no. But Arcade1Up still has to make a prototype in order to, show off to the licensors or whatever. So I'm sure that they have a ton of different, like, prototypes they've made that have never seen the light of day. It all comes down to if they get the okay to release it or not. Double Dragon, to my knowledge, is not going to be coming out I don't know. Like at this moment, it could come out in a year or two or something like that if they work things out. But right now, I don't think it's going to actually be coming out. You still want Dragon's Lair patched? What's the issues with Dragon's Lair? I haven't heard of anyone having issues with Dragon's Lair, but it could just be that I just don't pay too much attention, so I don't really know. Gotham City Arcade said volume gate. What did I do? Is something wrong with my volume? Is this too loud? I don't know. If we're having volume issues, let me know because I'm not hearing what you guys are hearing. And looks like we got 8 more minutes till the stream. This is exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. Other than Killer Instinct Pro, I lost my train of thought for a second. Does anybody else have any guesses or hopes as to what Arcade1Up reveals? I think we all are pretty much leaning towards Killer Instinct. I don't know why I almost said Dragon's Lair, but we'll see what happens. Just gonna go back over here. Sync issues, like a 15 millisecond delay. Okay, that's not me. It's probably the program that I'm running in the background. Are you guys okay now? Is everything all synced up? Of course, the stream would start acting up as soon as we're 7 minutes away from this reveal. The stream wants to start acting up. Are we good now? I'm probably gonna pull it up on my phone just to see how we are doing. Let's take a look. There's nothing like Marvel vs. Capcom. I can't even speak. Capcom music. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm jamming out right now. Looks and sounds fine on your end. Well, that is good to know. I'm just still pulling it up on my phone just to make sure so I can see how it looks. Alright, let's skip my ads. Oh, okay. I don't know what's that. Sorry, I don't know what was happening. So yeah, I think I don't know what the volume issues were. As long as we're sounding good on the stream. Okay, so Dragon's Lair sound is delayed. You had me going crazy. I thought my sound was delayed. All right, so Dragon's Lair. Okay, I didn't know about that. That's interesting. They better cover update info on Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 if they want to save any ounce of credibility they might have left. Yeah, we're gonna see. That is for sure. So if for everybody that's in here right now that's wasn't here earlier, I just want to show off again how we're gonna be doing the stream, right? So I'm going to open these two things here, and it's gonna look like this. And I'm going to mute my microphone so that we can all watch it together. The chat that you see on the right is not my chat. That's Arcade1Up's chat from their stream. So because like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see what all of these comments are looking like. And let me just adjust this a little bit because it looks like words might be getting cut off. Do it like do that and do that. I think that should be good right there. Yeah, that looks good there. Okay, so as I was saying, you're gonna have the chat from Arcade1Up from their stream directly. Let me just bring this down. Too much. That's good there. So you'll have their stream or their chat on the right. You're gonna have their live stream playing right here. You're gonna have me here. I'm gonna mute my microphone just so we can all watch it together, but you guys will still see my facial reactions. And then once this is all over, then we'll talk about it. And stay here for the after party because once their stream is done, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna talk about it, and that's how that's going to be. So I'm just gonna bring this back up here. I'll leave the other stuff running in the background. Okay, let's see. Is Marvel vs. Capcom 2 my last cab? Probably not. Like, I know I talk about all these issues that it has, but I'm still enjoying it. I just, I wish the issues weren't there. And I love all of my previous cabinets that I have. Now, I'm not the type of person that just buys cabs left and right. I pick and choose which cabinets I buy. One, because I'm limited on space, and two, these cabinets are expensive, and I don't want to sit here dropping, $3, $4, $500, every couple weeks or every month or something like that. Especially with all the other stuff that I collect, I really have to pick and choose, what I'm spending my money on. So it won't be my last cab. I do want to get Blitz. Other than I just move my laptop. Other than Blitz, there's no other cabs that are like calling my name right now. Blitz is the other one that I'm just like I really want, but I'm okay waiting on it for now. And I just answered JP Wiggs' question with what's my next cab purchase. It's probably going to be NFL Blitz unless they announce something really crazy, but I think the only other game that I would be like really hype about is Tekken, specifically Tekken 3. I would love to see a Tekken 3 cab. $600 is a no issue price tag. That is 100% right. I could not agree more. You're just gonna wait for a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 countercade. Listen, if they need to get this right before they start making other versions of it. Granted, the software is all the same, so whatever patch they put out for this, they could put out for a countercade, but we'll see. Have I been collecting the Marvel 375 line? So I don't really collect Marvel action figures or anything Marvel. I have a couple of figures. But there's just so many, especially like Marvel Legends. There's so many figures to collect. I just choose not to get into it because that's not a rabbit hole that I want to go down and just start collecting all the Marvel figures. I would love to have a big Marvel display, but I already have a Star Wars display, an Avatar display, Back to the Future, so I don't really have room or I mean, I have the money, but I don't want to dump all my money into buying Marvel stuff. And it looks like we are just a couple minutes away, so I'm going to go back to the other setup that we have. And like I mentioned before, Arcade1Up stream is on the top, and the comments for Arcade1Up stream is on the right-hand side. My face is here on the bottom. I'm going to mute my microphone when we get into the 30-second mark, and, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully, everything goes according to plan. But if for some reason you can't hear Arcade1Up's audio or anything like that, go to their stream. Stay on my stream, though, because after their stream, we're still going to be here, and we're still going to be talking about everything that they announced and talked about in this video. So, looks like they're getting ready to start. So I'm just going to go ahead and mute my microphone now. And I'll catch you guys after the stream. But I'll still be here so you can see me. Remember, guys, go spam Arcade1Up's comments as well. Drop, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, NFL Blitz. Drop all that stuff in their comments because we want to hear something. So, here we go. Any day now, Arcade1Up. Maybe I should just stay here so you guys aren't bored staring at my face. Trippy Main in here. Whoa. What did Arcade, what? It says live in 38 minutes. Are you guys seeing that? Live in 38 minutes. Let me refresh. Is anyone else seeing that? No, it says waiting for Arcade1Up official now. Let me remove my comment. I don't know what that was about. Alright, Arcade1Up, you're pulling a me showing up late to your stream. boy. I already know what the comments are about to be like if they don't start the stream like anytime soon. Any day now. Did they forget that they were streaming tonight? I'm gonna keep it here. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we're starting.
Tiger uppercut. Tiger uppercut. Tiger uppercut. Finish it. You win. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Jay Wong, what is up?
What is up? How are you? I like the wig going on, Halloween spirits, you know?
I thought we were going to get dressed up. Where's your get up?
Oh, I mean, it's just, you know, it's not Halloween yet. You know, it's the 31st. If this was next Monday, you would have seen me in like a T-Rex outfit because my daughter loves dinosaurs. So yeah, that was for that day.
Is that what you're dressing up for on Monday?
Yeah, when we go trick-or-treating, I am requested to be a T-Rex. So I have no other choice, but you know, it is what it is, but you got to do it for the little ones.
Do it for the little ones. Yeah. Please send pics or share them on our next episode. But welcome, fans. We are here for our episode 4 of That 1Up Show. I'm Liv, here with Jay Wong. And yeah, so we have a pretty big show for you today. We're going to talk through the agenda first and what you'll expect to see on the show. So we have our main announcement coming soon, which I know some of you have already kind of figured out because you're so smart. So we're going to go through that. And we love the passion fans. And then we are going to talk about some updates around 2 of our products, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and NFL Blitz. And then after that, we'll have a giveaway and we'll have some more fun. So without further adu, I'm going to let Jay Wong tell us the good news.
The good news. So you want me to release the product? You want me to tell people what is the next product announcement?
Yeah, I think.
All right. So like Liv said, you guys are quite smart out there. It no stranger, Killer Instinct Pro, the Killer Instinct Pro cabinet. We are announcing it, and I mean, this thing is a beast, right? It's obviously one of our. It's I think it's our first Pro machine, and the first thing I just want to address right away with the Pro machine, it is crossplay, has crossplay compatibility, meaning if you already have a KI original cabinet, or if you have friends that have KI original and you have a KI Pro cabinet, you guys can play against each other in Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2, and Battletoads. So that's like very important. And also voice chat is enabled for both as well too. So you guys can talk, smack talk, how you guys want to do it. When you're doing ultra combos, combo breakers, you got it. For people that are getting the Pro machine, you also will be known, like people will know you have a Pro cabinet. Because on the leaderboards, you'll have like a Pro tag. It will literally say Pro and then your gamer tag right there in the leaderboards as well too. Obviously, with a new intro screen for the Arcade1Up Pro series, so that is included in the software side. But besides that, we have an upgraded marquee, hap, sticks, and button, one-piece design, and then it's a 19 IPS monitor. Also, dual Yamaha speakers, so you guys can have just more sound for you guys out there that love to put that on the max volume. We have a lit Fox coin door, which is really it's new. It's new for us because you can actually press them to start the game, and I think that's a pretty unique arcade experience right there. Yeah, it's been a beauty to work with, and yeah, I think the most important part is that we want to make sure that there are a lots of Killer Instinct like games going on, and by adding this, you'll just have more people to play with online. I think that's the beauty part.
We love that, and I think there was an update right about the HDMI.
Oh yeah, there's a HDMI out. I would say that's going to be the first in our series. So meaning for people out there, we have a really strong community that likes to stream tournaments, right? We have like a big fan base that like streams the Arcade1Up tournaments for like the Big Blue, the Mario's Capcom 1 series. So with this will help a lot as well too for people to want to stream their events, want to do like more direct capture for like YouTube streams or Twitch streams. So, we thought about the creator space when it comes down to the Killer Instinct Pro series.
We love that. And so I think what we have being pulled up right now is our the landing page on our website. So you can buy this only at arcade1up.com. We have this is the big piece though, and this is probably a big part of this stream. We only have 500 units for sale. So if you're there, open up another browser if you're watching us and get right to that arcade1up.com and pre-order yours today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really excited for the coin door personally, just because I don't think I have touched a coin door in such like a long time, from like an arcade standpoint where you could just actually press it, or it's kind of like thinking about putting a quarter back into the machine and you actually get to start the game, right? So I really do like that, and I think a lot of people are going to be super excited when getting Killer Instinct Pro, or even seeing it in action when watching streams as well too.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Are you getting one?
I mean, it depends. I already have a Killer Instinct original. I don't want to cheat and give myself to the number one high score. But also there's another thing, right? We obviously, the monitor is a little bigger, right? It's a little bigger, so that's a beauty part of it. So if you want just kind of a more larger viewing angle, it's going to work out good for you guys.
I love that. Okay, so we are monitoring sales. We will give you guys an update if we sell out during the time that we're on the stream. But yes, I would go and run to Arcade1Up right now. Don't walk, and secure yourself a Pro. And with that being said, we're going to pull on a few of our other friends from Arcade1Up, and we will start talking about a few other things in the Arcade1Up world.
Don't forget, only 500 made.
What's up, everyone? Miss you guys.
Miss you guys. How you guys doing out here?
What's going on? I didn't get the Halloween costume memo, so I feel a little underdressed.
I know. I'm feeling a little embarrassed, but just had to do it, right?
Yeah. Hey, the
have a good costume too. I'm like,
what is it?
A good chance. I'm gonna be Daemon Targaryen from House of the Dragon.
Ooh,
and then
okay.
Because the wig I ordered came in more gray than it did platinum blonde, I'm gonna also use it to be Geralt from The Witcher. So it's gonna be like a 2-in-1 costume. Same wig, different outfit.
I love that. A double.
It's gonna be awesome.
Twofer.
I'm gonna be Short Round from Indiana Jones, so you might have to shave my head or something. So anyways, the KI Pro. It's a good kind of testing bed to see, how we move forward with it. Yes, there's only 500 units, but I don't know if this has been said already. We are using a 19-inch IPS VOE monitor. It is taller than 5 feet. It's 67.5 inches. And yeah, the HDMI out. So, we hope people dig it, and I'm very excited about it. But, first of all, I do want to thank everyone for your support, for your feedback, your suggestions, and especially your constructive criticisms. I mean, we take it all to heart, and not only do we appreciate it, but we welcome it, and it only helps us to improve and get better. So, we hear you loud and clear, and we share your passion for gaming, and we're dedicated to continue to make products that we all can be proud of. I apologize for not being as communicative as I should be or as we should be. We know there are a lot of questions out there that are unanswered about our recent releases, and so I'll hand it over to DMAC.
Sure. Thank you for having me, guys. Sorry, I was a little delayed. I was trying to order my own Killer Instinct. Still pushing for that employee discount that never happened, but I'll let it slide.
That's what I'm saying.
Also seems like everybody else has new Arcade1Up merch, but that never made it my way, so I'll let that slide too. And I've been brought in to address the elephant in the room, so I'm really happy to be here and to take on the tough question of what's going on with online for NFL Blitz and MVC2. And frankly, our primary focus was making sure that single player and campaign mode was running to the best of its ability, and online gameplay isn't quite ready to go live. And so we would rather sit, make sure it gets right, put additional resources behind it, and make sure it's the best possible product versus just rushing it out the door and having to deal with issues in real time. It is a work in progress. And when I say additional resources, I mean we've hired multiple different dev teams, and I'll let the experts who actually know what they're talking about, such as Justin and others, kind of dive into this a little deeper. But we are really putting a lot of resources, time, and energy to get this out ASAP. So I know you guys are eager for it. Keep training, keep working. And once live comes out, I'm excited to see who makes it to the top of the leaderboards.
Right on. Hey, Justin, why don't you give us some, you're very closely tied to like the QA and the PD. Tell us some good news.
Obviously, we see, I'm always lurking on the Facebooks and reviewing the YouTube videos that you guys put out there. And, we know a lot of the issues that we have seen, they are written up, they are being worked on. And some good news is that NFL Blitz, we are currently on a online testing build at this moment. So that means NFL Blitz Online might be coming soon. We want to make sure it's as flawless as it possibly could be, because obviously, some people are going to be on Wi-Fi out there, and we want to make sure that it's even good on that, right? We want to make sure that it's good enough for our fans. It runs on 60 FPS, and make sure there's no hiccups when it comes to online. Obviously, after having online, we are still going to work on a lot of the other issues, a lot of bugs out there. We're going to keep updating the machines as we have done, as we have been doing for our other machines as well in the past. For Mars Capcom 2, currently we are working on improving the input lag. Obviously, some of the professional players or like the hardcore players, they're like, oh, there's input lags, the game is slowing down and everything like that. We know, right? It has been improved a lot. When you compare it from the first time when we revealed Mars Capcom 2 at EVO, people could see kind of like there's like a lot of input lag right there, and it has improved tremendously, and we're trying to improve it more. And by improving it more, we're improving it throughout the whole entire cabinet. So from Mars Capcom 2, Mars Capcom 1, X-Men Street Fighter, and so forth, input lag will be lessened, meaning more people will get their combos down, the execution, they won't miss their important dashes when it comes to specific characters that they use, right? Because when we improve input lag, this also improves online in the future when we get to start testing on that. So we already have lots of amazing updates and more amazing updates as the time goes on. So just like DMAX says, just be patient with us. We want to make sure we give you the best experience as possible. We would rather not put a bad online build so everyone can make bad YouTube videos about us, right? That's what it comes down to. But we want to make sure we have the best products out there for you, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, John, I think you're on mute right now.
I always do that. Sorry. Yeah,
being in a meeting with him. It's all the time.
Just like what DMAX says, we have a great team, involved on great teams involved in each of the projects. People who are experts in input lag, people are experts in the game, people are experts in rollback technology. It's just going to take some time, but we're confident we'll get there. So
hey guys, what's going on? It's Justin here. What?
The other Justin.
All right. Yeah. Welcome to the One Up Weekly Live. Now, they pulled me on here because I have a list of questions that I'm going to ask. I think some of them have been addressed already, but I think we got to hear it. I'm going to jump to the hardware. Now, there's been some questions in the chat about 19K Fox asks, is hardware the issue? Can the hardware handle these games? And I'm going to pick on someone. Justin Wong.
So hardware is not the issue. We actually lowered the CPU's usage on the latest build for Marvel's Capcom 2 that improves input lag, and because of that, it's already running a lot better. So yeah, I don't think hardware is an issue based off that answer.
Okay, it's interesting. Why hasn't there been more communication regarding questions about Blitz and MVC2? This is embarrassing. Come on, do better, Arcade1Up. I'm going to give this one to... I'm going to give it to Liv.
No.
I'm giving it to Liv. You gave me control.
Okay. Give it to Liv. Can I go next?
No. John's out. Liv, go. Last time John messed things up. We want to hear from Liv.
John started by saying, he apologizes, and from me, from DMAC, from everyone, we do apologize for not communicating more openly. That's something that we are striving to do better as we build our direct to consumer, as we continue to work and listen to you guys as our biggest fans. And so we take this one and we really own it. That was wrong of us to not communicate more. And we're going to try to not do that again and to communicate as best as we can moving forward. So we own this one. We apologize for it. And moving forward, you have our word that we're going to put this into all of our marketing, all of our product plans, is how we communicate with our fans, who are, the reason why we continue to do our job every day.
All right, guys, proof is in the pudding. All right. Show us with your actions. Okay. Next one is, when do we expect online play to go live? And I'm sorry for being mean, John, so I'll give you this one. Go for it. What do you got? When? Give us a date.
So, unfortunately, we don't have a date just yet, but we'll promise to keep you guys updated as we go along. But I just can't give that answer right now. We're trying our best. We're working around the clock. And I know that's not the answer that everyone wants to hear, but we're working our best.
Okay. I'm going to put DMAC on the spot. You ready for this? Why do you look so much like the guy Surreal on Andor? Are you guys brothers? Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what? I've been MIA from the Arcade1Up scene so I could take on a career in acting. I landed that role with Lucas. It's been a big deal for me, and now I'm just trying to get back to making arcade games.
Okay,
for this community. Yeah.
So why is it taking so long for online play to be implemented?
Right. I mean, the reality is, if we could push a button right now and make it go live, we would. And frankly, that button exists. It's just a subpar experience. And we've decided that it's worthwhile doing it right one time than putting it out there and having a really crappy user experience, because it's not ready. And is this part of our plan? No. Were we hoping that when it shipped, it had it? Yes. Will we try to improve this for future launches? Of course. This is not the user experience we strive for. And frankly, there are ways to get around this in terms of forward communication at a launch, roadmaps for DLC, which includes online gameplay as part of a launch strategy. And we're looking at all of those things, just so you guys don't feel like we're there's any devil in the details, if you will. So lesson learned. I'm reading all the comments and I'm actually kind of laughing at some of them. Saying something without saying anything was one that resonated with me. We're not trying to be in that position. It could be, I'm not going to commit to any timelines, but it could be very, very soon that we get Blitz live, and then soon after MVC2. So we're working diligently on this. I promise.
Go on a limb and ask this question, David. Are we talking days, weeks, months, years?
I don't want to commit to a timeline, because then we're going to find ourselves on a stream like this very shortly where we either are going to be like, yes, it's live, or no, it's not. And I just don't want to mislead or make any false promises.
While I have you, I have another question for you. I've heard a lot of people talk about this. This is my question. I heard a lot of people talk about how, why are you releasing KI Pro? You should be spending all those resources on fixing the products that you have in market that are, frankly, unfinished. So, can you explain how the process works? Are you delegating? Who's responsible for delegating these resources, and can you do better with that, or how does it all work?
John, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Look, there's a perception that we only have one team that does the entire development. No, we have multiple teams for each game. And look, we promised to release KI Pro back in January, so we wanted to keep our promise. And yes, we understand the issues with the previous releases, but we owe it to our KI fans who've been waiting to buy KI and held off on KI1 to get KI Pro. So these teams are different, and their duties are different. For KI Pro, we have a team strictly dedicated to upgrading all the joysticks, materials, the screens, all of that, and less on the software side. But for the other titles, was really the heavy lifting is on the online and offline experience.
Very cool. Well, thank you for that. I think it's time to give back. Do you guys want to give back? I think we need to give back to the community by way of a giveaway. What do you guys think?
We love that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Some love giveaways.
Come on, Liv. What are we getting?
So we are giving away, in the spirit of Halloween, but no one else dressed up, and the spirit of Killer Instinct, we are giving away a Killer Instinct to a very lucky fan who is on this chat right now. What we need you to do is throw in the chat #PlayKI, and then by the end of the stream, we will announce the winner. So if you would like to win something today, drop it right in the chat.
That's right, guys. Spam the chat with #PlayKI for your opportunity. Now, we got to be specific because I don't think you're actually giving away a pro, right? This is the standard edition.
The standard.
KI.
Yeah, sorry, I said that. A standard.
Right. So the standard edition of the KI is going to be given away. We are 122 people in the chat that have entered for their chance to win. We'll continue on with the show with some more talking, but we keep entering to win.
It's okay if I entered, right? Because I did.
Evidently, because I saw in the chat, you guys don't even get free cabs. What's up with that?
Also, put a 1 in the chat if you already was able to receive the KI Pro. I also want to know. And I also want to take this time to also give a shout out to PTC Optics, who was able to provide us with these HD cameras.
Oh, great. This show's sponsored by them now, right? Is that how it works?
I just want to give them a shout out because they did this on their own volition. Not everyone is using the PTC Optics, but the ones that look the best, like me, I'm using that camera.
You're really excited about it. Can I ask you a real question? How do I get that T-shirt?
Oh, this one?
You know what?
If you like this,
the letters are kind of spread out,
hey,
but
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a second giveaway for
really
three T-shirts. Made by
Liv just made that up on the spot. That's not in the show agenda.
I actually think like John makes all the T-shirts, all the Arcade1Up clothing, because he'll always have something new, and I'm like, how do I get that? And he just won't give it to me. Like I got this one because I was at Evo and I had to help with the Marvel too. So
hey guys, really quick, just make sure you enter on Arcade1Up stream, not on my stream. Go to Arcade1Up stream real quick. I put the link in the chat and put the #PlayKI in their chat, not my chat, because you will not get entered to win in my chat. So just wanted to clear that up.
Hold on, no one typed that in yet. I gotta create the drawing first.
There'll be a lot of liars out there. Just say like, where's John D? That should be the hashtag. Where's John D?
Don't confuse them.
All right, we have 2. I love John D.
Oh no, gosh, guys, don't just write that just because you want a free T-shirt. All right,
I didn't approve this propaganda in the agenda. Okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, we're kind of testing
17
out,
people entered for the T-shirts.
What do you think about this simple logo? We're just kind of testing it out. I think it's kind of cool for apparel. It's a little different, but still the same. Just testing it out.
Yeah,
But
we'll
anyways,
see.
yeah, I make my own T-shirts, and yes, okay, I'll make more. And
There we
if,
go.
if finance gives me the ability to make more for everyone, then David will ask permission for me.
All right. So the next thing we
Sounds
want to
good.
talk about, I think you got to talk to your boy who's handling the website, because it's another announcement about Killer Instinct. Liv, you want to message them and let them know we are ready to do that next phase. I don't want to give it away.
Well, we can announce it, and it will come there. But in as a little Halloween flash sale, we are throwing Killer Instinct, the standard, on sale today, right now, through the end of the week or the end of Halloween. So up until November 1st, and Killer Instinct will be at $3.99 versus its normal retail price of $6.99. So go there if you want to get the standard instead. Go to a1up.com. And maybe Justin, can you take us through, Jaewon, can you take us through a little bit of the experience working on Killer Instinct the standard, and anything else just between the two?
Obviously, if you guys didn't have Killer Instinct, it comes with 5 games: Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2, Battletoads, the 8-bit Battletoads, and the 16-bit Battletoads. And KI1, KI2, and Battletoads will have online, and they will be cross-play compatible with KI Original and KI Standard and KI Pro. So that's something to look forward to. Obviously, it has leaderboards for lots of different types, for offline results for your characters, your favorite characters, and online leaderboards. So there's a lot of things to do when it comes down to just kind of like grinding the leaderboard, just games in general with like all types of characters, even for like combos, how many hits you can do per combo. So that's the beauty of it. There's also voice chat enabled, which is great because you can talk to, people on the other side. If you want to like talk about games, talk about strategies, you have that as possible as well too. So when it comes down to it, I think a lot of people would be happy with the online experience for KI.
Very cool.
That's awesome, man. I got a lot of these I Love John D's. You guys just want a free T-shirt. Y'all don't love me. It's
Don't let it
okay.
go to your head.
I don't deserve a lot of love lately. It's all good.
I do want to make mention with Pro Series that this is truly like a product of this community. You guys wanted bigger screens, you guys wanted bigger machines, you wanted better speakers, better joysticks, better buttons, and this is it. Like, this is the reason, I'm seeing a lot of questions, why only 500? This is a pilot program for us. This, we want to make sure that the community isn't just talking, that they want this, that they actually want it. They actually want to buy this. So a lot of time, effort, and resources went into this. And, we announced this a little while ago, and it took us a while to get this right. So I just want to make sure that, you guys understand that this is not just our product. This is everybody's product here in this community. So if you want to see this form factor with other titles, it's time to put your money where your mouth is and get this while supplies last.
Very
Love that.
cool.
So it's today, right now, through the end of Halloween. So whatever we want to call that, 10/31 at 11:59 p.m. And so head over to Arcade1Up, grab your Pro, grab your Standard, grab them both, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that is kind of the biggest part of our show today. I would say it's time to announce some winners, the giveaways.
Oh, I can't wait to win.
We're gonna disqualify you, Jaewon.
Bro, if it says my name, it can't be rigged. So 100%. If I win, right?
Okay, Liv, we started the show talking about doing one giveaway. Now we're going to 4 giveaways, 3 of them being T-shirts.
I'm
recommending that we switch to the I Love John D T-shirt giveaway. You might want to describe how we're going to get in contact with these people to do the giveaway.
Okay, so for I Love John D for the T-shirt, as soon as we name... Sorry, John, can you mute up?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries. John is on set for something else that's coming out. Very exciting to stay tuned for. So sorry, he's a double duty today. So for the winners, so if as we name you, could you just drop in the chat your Instagram or Twitter handle or the social media that you would like to be communicated to, and we will reach out about how we can ship you your very own John D shirt. So let's roll it. First giveaway.
All right, so this is really important. Whoever is the winner, we're going to try to look for. You have to tell us how to contact you, and then we'll do the first drawing. Here we go.
I saw my name.
It's Kev Grant.
DJ
Semi.
Nice. Okay, in the chat, if you're here, you got to tell us your Twitter handle or how to get in contact you on Instagram.
Okay,
And,
DJ Semi. Also, maybe we'll just look up and see if you're on Twitter.
There we
or
go.
Instagram.
So that was for a free T-shirt. We're gonna draw again for the second T-shirt. Are you guys ready?
So before we do that, can they just go ahead and message our IG?
We would like them to do that too,
Okay.
but we just need to be able to trust everyone, right? I think we can trust everyone, so let's have them do that. But we would also like to just get their preferred method as well.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead.
All right. So the second.
I hate this hashtag, by the way.
You really love it.
Okay. Next one, we're gonna draw again for the second T-shirt giveaway.
I saw Zohar in there. Just missed him.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
You know, David, he's
Pritchard.
gonna clip that. You know.
Does anyone know Justin? Justin Pritchard. Congrats. Okay, Justin, we're going to need you to drop in a social media handle. I will confirm I've found DJ Semi on Twitter. See me, Semi. So we will be sure to message you. But Justin, if you could throw us a name, a handle of some sort.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do the third one now. This is the third and final T-shirt giveaway. You could win a T-shirt, the Arcade1Up T-shirt. Here we go. Steps Gaming.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
That's congratulations, Steps.
I told her I was going to give her a free T-shirt.
Oh,
Okay.
We love that. Okay, so I think we will find all of our fans. But again, as we mentioned, you can also message us too on our Instagram at Arcade1Up Official. And yeah, that is. I'm sorry, UAG. We see you in the chat. We're so sorry you didn't win a John D shirt.
Okay, last chance. We have 475 people that have entered to win a Killer Instinct Standard Edition, which is on sale right now for $3.99. It's a special discount through Halloween. Is that right? Is that the deal?
Through 10/31.
Okay. And then I'm going to hit this draw, and some lucky winner is going to get this for absolutely nothing, for free. Okay. Let's see if we can get to 500. Come on, guys. Spam the chat. We got to get to 500, right?
Oh, there we go. 46.
We're getting there. Okay, while we wait, I think someone's got to tell a story. I'm going to put someone on the spot. Justin Wong, because we got to get to 500. So,
oh man,
tell us what it's like working on Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and KI Pro, all of these new projects that are coming out. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of testing that has to be done.
It's a lot of testing. I think what really does help is that we do have a beta tester program where Dave is set up, and they also help with a good amount of testing. So when it comes down to like needing people to play online with to get like their eyes and their experiences, they're able to give us their feedback as well too. And they have been playing on the latest builds that we've been working on for NFL Blitz and Marvel 2 as well too. So, I think we're going to be in good hands, especially the fact that we are giving them a chance to check out the updates, see if we need some last minute changes. I mean, what else can you ask for when you ask the community to help as well too?
Very cool. Well, we just cleared 500. So, do you think we're ready to hit draw now?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
Here we go. This is for the Killer Instinct free Arcade1Up cabinet, and the lucky winner is who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
OTG.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go, Zachary.
Or Chavez.
Zachary, if you're still in the chat, reach out, or you're still in the stream, reach out to us. Drop your handle into the chat, but please reach out to us via Instagram, via Twitter, via Facebook. Would love to hear from you because you're the winner.
Yeah, right on, man. Enjoy that.
I think it's time for final thoughts. Final thoughts, guys. Go for it.
Can I start with Justin?
Oh, final thoughts. I mean, like I said, we're working hard, right? We already have a current working build testing for NFL Blitz. So we want to make sure you guys have the best experience. I hope you guys do understand. We always want to release, like, there's so many games that you guys talk about, and we want to try to give it to you all. We want to give you that whole arcade experience, and we're going to strive for that, and making sure our products are just awesome, the best, and make sure we grow your collection as our as Advent Arcade owners.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna put David McIntosh on the spot because I love putting him on the spot.
What's going on? Final thoughts? Is that it?
Final
I just have to like self-improvise?
You
Okay.
could like thank people.
I love this community so much. I read the comments and I laugh, and it's hard to keep it in because like some of these things are things that I'm saying and thinking, and we're also the community's advocate internally. Whether we agree or agree to disagree, we are all fighting for the same thing, which is ultimately revitalizing the arcade culture and bringing it to people's homes. And you guys have been a part of that journey with us, and we're going to continue to grow it together along the way. Same to what Justin had said, Jay Wong, since we have two Justins, about like giving us feedback, letting us know how to improve. And a lot of people see the Facebook groups, and a lot of people see the community and the posts and the thoughts that you guys, present to us, not just other arcade buyers, but like people who are new to our brand. We're seeing significant growth across social, across retail, across everywhere. And you guys are also part of the face of Arcade1Up. So continue to share, continue to support, even if a machine isn't for you, it might be for one of your friends. And just continue to support us. We couldn't be here without you, and we really appreciate it.
All right, John, tell us about the cabinet, the secret cabinet that's coming out later this year.
Yeah, so there is a secret cabinet.
I'm kidding.
And it's and there you have it. Okay, but seriously, I do want to take this time to apologize to the community. Okay, I haven't been around. And there's a reason for that. I went onto some streams and pretty much made assumptions that were incorrect, which undermines a lot of the hard work, with our partners, and made stuff hard on not just internally and externally. So I just want to promise that I'll improve on that. I'll get better. And thanks for allowing me to be a part of the community. And I love this community. I'm an advocate. And again, like David says, we may not always disagree, but we share the same passion. So I do want to say that. And thank you guys.
Liv.
Oh,
Bring
okay.
us home, Liv.
Yeah, so just final reminder to go grab your KI Pro or your KI Standard. The deal will be until the end of Halloween. I've seen a few comments about Black Friday and upcoming announcements. I'll say Black Friday news, will be coming out. Stay tuned. Exciting things coming down. I will also say that there are a lot of exciting things in your future. And I too love the community, and I'm so happy to be here. I personally would like to say a shout out to my friend P Dubs, and thanks for having me on your stream last night.
That was awesome, though. Sorry.
All right, very good. I think that's it. Thank you guys for inviting me on to help out a little bit. It's been great.
Justin, shout out to Console Kids, man. Thank you for everything you do. You're like a day one OG supporter. Man, there's only a handful of you guys who have been rocking with us from like day one. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you for everything.
And always being fair and objective. And that's the truth.
Hey,
and
I'm
also,
super happy when John D said, yes, the 19-inch will be an IPS BOE. I was like, I won. Finally, I won.
And reason for part of the delay. But also after the show, I want everyone to go and check out B Kong's show. And let's support everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to press the end card now. See you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Come here!
Good job, guys.
Okay. All right. We are back. I can finally jam out again to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 behind me. We are back. So, I need to know, what did you guys... Oh, that's too loud. What did you guys think? That's what I want to hear first and foremost. What were your guys' thoughts, takeaways, reactions to the stream, to everything that they talked about? Let's get there first. I'm curious what everybody else was thinking and feeling, and we'll go from there. Did they see plus 70 or minus 70 Killer Instinct Pro cabs? Did they see what? I'm confused on the question. It's probably obvious, but I'm just confused. What did they see plus 70 or negative 70? Okay. Did they? I'm not entirely sure what you're asking, but anyways, I'll give you a second to maybe. Did they see plus 70? It was just a big promo for Killer Instinct Pro. Yes and no. I mean, we all kind of knew that Killer Instinct Pro was coming, like before the stream. But I will say they didn't really spend too much time on it. Like, yeah, they started off at first, but I gotta commend them. They spent a lot of time talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and NFL Blitz and those issues. So I will commend them on that. You know, it was great to see that, you know, they put a lot of time and focus on that, and it wasn't all just about Killer Instinct Pro, to be honest. I expected them to spend more time talking about Killer Instinct Pro, but I am glad that they kind of got it out the way, like, right away, and then got into really what we were all here to see. So that's, you know, I'm impressed by that, I guess, or I'm glad that they went that route. Oh, did they sell? Okay. Did they sell? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Their answers were very insecure, didn't like it. So, yeah. Here's the thing, right? They can only talk about so much because they're not the ones working on the online. So they honestly have no idea like how long it's gonna take. Like the people at John D and Liv and DMAC, everyone that was in the stream, they really have no idea as far as timetable. It's really the developers, you know, all the techs and everything that are working on it. But they were giving us pretty generic, you know, PR responses, just, you know, and it's understandable because you don't want to say, you know, it'll come out in 3 months, and then 3 months comes and it doesn't come out. But it would have been nice to at least have some sort of timetable to tell us something, you know, just, you know, because it could take a year. We have no idea. But at least that they said that with NFL Blitz, they are actively now working on the online infrastructure where they're in like beta testing phases or something like that. So hopefully NFL Blitz should have online capabilities within a month or so. I honestly don't know myself how long that type of stuff takes. But it's good to see that they've made progress with NFL Blitz. I just wish they would make some progress with Marvel vs. Capcom. And they didn't really talk too much about any of the issues. They only talked about the online stuff. They didn't talk about the volume turning down, some people having overheating. What I thought was hilarious was Justin Wong saying that, you know, you guys are saying the cabs have input lag. Yeah, we know. It's like, what? So you guys know, but didn't feel the need to tell us or give a disclaimer beforehand. Obviously, you guys will patch it over time, but we had to find out by spending the money, getting the cabs in our house all built and playing it, and that's how we find out. But you guys, you knew. Like, that's the only thing to me that kind of struck me as a little alarming or weird. Like, just like, yeah, we know it has input lag. Granted, it's better than it was initially when we first started, you know, the initial build. It's much better and much more improved. But yeah, we know it has input lag. Like, that should have been like a big disclaimer to let us know. I mean, obviously they're not going to tell us that because they want to make sales and whatnot, but I don't know. That was the only thing that struck me as a little bit weird when they said that. Did they sell more than 70 Killer Instinct Pros? I don't think that they did. I don't know if they mentioned anywhere where they did, but I don't think they're going to be selling all 500 Killer Instinct Pros. One, because it's Arcade1Up.com exclusive, and a lot of people don't like to order directly from Arcade1Up because if you have to return it for any reason, it's kind of a hassle. but two, that $1,000 price point. That's what we were talking about before, right? You guys were asking, do I think that Arcade1Up will ever make like full-size cabs? And I talked about how expensive that would actually end up being. And here, perfect case in point, little segue over here to Killer Instinct Pro. It's still not quite a full-size cab, but it's pretty close. It's there almost, but it's not like a full-size cab. But that is $1,000, $999. And I did see the Killer Instinct Pro cab when I was at Arcade1Up's headquarters for the NFL Blitz preview, and I will say that it is a good looking cab. It is a, you know, size wise and everything like that, but it has a lot of chrome, like T-molding, and all over is just chrome. So if you're not a fan of chrome, you're probably not going to like the cab. But as far as size and aesthetics and everything go, it looks like a behemoth. Like, it towers over these guys here. Were the new cabs announced? You missed it. Yes, so the new cabs were announced, and it's Killer Instinct Pro. I'm going to try to pull it up on the screen to see if I can do this, because this part I didn't have already planned out. So let's see if I can, where is it? Here it is. If I can pull it up on the screen, give me 1 second. Copy the link, and let me see if I can put it here.
Come here! Oh, you!
Alright, 1 second. Alright, we're gonna activate that, close that, and give you guys something pretty to look at. It's got this stupid free shipping thing here. Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of that. I have one other option. It's probably going to start lagging if I do it, which I was trying to avoid doing. But let me capture my display real quick. Okay. Alright, so I'm not going to stay on here too long because I know it's going to severely start lagging and whatnot. But here is the brand new Pro model of Killer Instinct. So here's all the molding I was talking about. It's all chrome all the way down. So if you're not a fan of chrome, you're not gonna like it, you know. But the size of it is, it's really tall. It's really wide as well. So the size of it is good. You can see the sticks and buttons all look good. The stick look a lot longer than your traditional sticks. You have these two big speakers right up here, which I feel like they took inspiration obviously from the modding community, which is fine. It's just, I noticed that. And then here is the new coin door, which actually has like, you can actually push that part in right over here and actually start the game that way, which is really cool. And I think it lights up as well, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just kind of go through some of the pictures here, and you can see the stool for it. And yeah, it looks like the coin door, the coin slots are lit up, so that is very nice. And they even have this little rug here, so I wonder if that rug is something that they're going to be selling, or it's just for, you know, for this these promos here. I'm just gonna scroll through this. So yeah, I mean, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big enough Killer Instinct fan to spend $1,000 on it. Honestly, I'm not a big enough fan of anything to spend $1,000 on it. $1,000 is a lot of money, and you know, I understand if you guys do, like, don't get me wrong, but just me personally, I'm not willing to spend that much. And then, you know, here are some of the details here. I'll go ahead and copy the link and throw it in the chat really quickly. And I'm gonna get back to over here. Front camera. Turn that off. Turn that off. Hopefully that was okay. Okay. So, yep, light up coin doors, and there's the link. I just dropped the link in the chat if you guys want to check that out. Is my PCB overheating? No. So in my review, I actually took, you know, on camera, took the back off and looked at it for the first time, and it's not overheating. It is warm. I think that's natural. But mine's not overheating by any stretch of the imagination. And if you guys, I'm just going to do a quick shameless plug really quickly, but if you guys haven't already, let let's come here. Hold on one second. Check out my review of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I can answer all the questions you guys have in this review if you haven't already, or if you have and just want to watch it again. There you go. There's my review of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Let's get back to the chat. Tom's Comic Books and Reviews says hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Main takeaway is that the hardware isn't the issue. I mean, that's what they... Yeah, I mean, I guess. I wouldn't see the hardware being the issue. It's all software-based. It's all, you know, and it's stuff that they can patch, whether it's the online or the random slowdown at times. Like, it's not... If it was a hardware thing, it would be consistent. But because it only happens sporadically, that's why it leads me to believe that it's, you know, just a software issue, a glitch that, you know, that could happen with any game. Like, not just Arcade1Up, but like on PS5 or anything like that. Like, you know, there are glitches that happen and they put patches out. So, yeah, I would definitely 100% believe that it is a software issue and not a hardware issue. So yeah, I mean, hopefully things get patched soon. But like I said, they didn't really talk too much about the actual problems. They only talked about the online capabilities. I blanked out for a second. They talked about the online capabilities, but they didn't really talk about like the problems so much. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, they said they are working on it, and we'll have to wait and see. There's not much else we can do. At least they finally talked about it, but I just have to wonder, were they going to talk about it had they not had a live stream to put out today? I don't know. It's just it's speculation, you know, random theories here. But, you know, I am glad that they did, and I hope that they kind of learned their lesson and going forward know that they need to address these things in a timely manner and not just stay quiet about it. And it doesn't just have to be John D addressing it. If he's busy, you know, he's running the company, he's got other things to do, or, you know, if David McIntosh is busy, it doesn't have to be one specific person. They can have Liv come on or somebody come on. They can even have Justin, Console Kits, or myself, or one of anyone else in the community. You know, they can give us announcements to make as well. So it doesn't just have to be one specific person making the announcements, and then, you know, weeks go by, that because that's how they got into this issue apparently. You know, John D said he was occupied and couldn't address it, or whatever. You know, they have other ways that they can address it, whether it's a social media post, whatever the case may be. And I just hope that they learn their lesson, and going forward we don't have this issue again. Now, I mean, I already knew about Killer Instinct coming out, the pro model, like way months ago when I went for the NFL Blitz preview, because conversations I had with the people over at Arcade1Up, conversations I had with the people over at Arcade1Up, they told me that Killer Instinct was the last cabinet that they were going to be releasing this year, but obviously that was a private conversation. I couldn't talk about it, so you know, that's why I already knew. So Killer Instinct is, to my knowledge, the last cab that's releasing this year, and we'll have to wait and see. Will that have issues when it comes out, and how will Arcade1Up kind of address that if there is issues? And then, you know, we'll have to wait till next year, I guess, when they start dropping more cabs next year. So we got a little bit of time. Hopefully between now and next year, Arcade1Up takes the time to iron out all the issues that all the cabs have, whether it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Blitz, Dragon's Lair, the Shinku Hadouken, whatever other cabinets have issues. Hopefully they get that all sorted out and they can go into the new year and, you know, start things off on the right track. If everything gets fixed on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, do you think they will release a pro model? I mean, I guess it really depends on how the Killer Instinct cabinet, the pro cab, does. But I don't know if that was the right cabinet to start with the pro line. Because, like, Killer Instinct's a popular game, but it's not, like, the most popular game in the world, right? So, if they would have started the pro line with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they would have had, like, all 500 of the Killer Instincts that are on their website right now. If it was Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Pro Cab, those would have sold out instantly. So, I think part of it depends on how Killer Instinct does, and I think the other part of it is just what cabs do they decide to make a pro cab of. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 would be an obvious choice So I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But I don't think they'll do it like anytime soon, right? I think they're gonna iron out. I think they're gonna iron out these issues, and then maybe this time next year we'll see a pro cab of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's just my guess. So would you buy Marvel vs. Capcom 2 now? I want to get one. I mean, I already have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 right next to me. So, I'm happy with my purchase. There are issues with it, right? Like I said in my review, if you haven't checked it out, be sure to watch my review. It's the last link that I put in the chat. My review covers everything from all of the issues to the positives. So, there are issues with this cab, but I am happy with my purchase. There's no online, but I still have been having a ton of fun playing offline. And yes, offline still has a few issues of its own, but I've still been enjoying it. So if you enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom 2, if you love Marvel vs. Capcom 2, then you're going to love this. Just know that you may encounter some issues and online won't be available right out of the box. Now, none of the issues are game-breaking or make it unplayable, but there are some random issues nonetheless. At least they didn't announce another Pac-Man. That's funny. So I would have lost it if they announced another Pac-Man, but I still think it's on the way, because if you look at their story on Instagram, some New York fashion designer guy or whatever posted that there is a Arcade1Up collab coming soon or whatever. So it'll probably be like a regular Pac-Man cab, but with some street art design or something that this guy creates. I honestly have no idea, but it wouldn't surprise me. Pro Series is too big for my space, doesn't match any of my other arcade machines. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these aren't huge and they already take up enough space if you have multiple of them. It just depends on you and your situation. If you're someone who has like their game room set up in a garage or something, then the pro cabs make sense. But I think that there will always be a market for these 3/4 scale cabs. But there's also going to be a market for the bigger cabs. But I think these being smaller and more affordable than the pro cabs, I think that these will obviously always sell better than the pro cabs. You couldn't catch the stream. Did they address any of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 issues? They addressed the online issues, but they didn't address any of like the random glitches and stuff. They did mention input lag. They didn't really talk much about it other than saying that they know that it exists and they've known it exists like before the cab even came out. And that they're working on the online infrastructure or whatever, but I still think we got a little ways to go before we see anything for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as far as online goes, because Marvel Blitz came out like a month or two ago, and they are just at the point now with Blitz where they're in beta testing of the online infrastructure. So I mean, I guess once Blitz is all rolled out and everything, then they'll be, going full steam ahead with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Did they talk about what delayed online from launching on release? Not really. They just kind of gave you your typical like PR response, saying that they wanted to make sure that the offline mode was working 100% to the best of its abilities, and that's what they focused on. And that's why the online isn't out yet, because they wanted to perfect, I guess, the offline modes before going into the online portion. Something like that. If my memory serves me correctly, that's what David McIntosh said. I don't know, how true that is, but that's what they said. It was a very basic, simple, safe answer that, and maybe it's true. Maybe that's 100% the truth. But a lot of the answers they were giving were very PR questions or PR answers. Very playing it safe answers, which I get it. I completely understand. They don't want to say too much or say the wrong thing or whatever, and I get it. It makes sense. Whether it's 100% I don't want to say the truth, because I don't want to say that they're lying, but maybe I don't know. Maybe they were working on the offline mode, or maybe they weren't, and online just wasn't ready, and that's what they're saying. I don't know. What is the favorite cab that I own? So honestly, it's gonna be Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Just because of how big of a fan I am of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I just want to list all the cabs that I have. So I have obviously Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have Marvel Superheroes over here. Next to that, I have the original Street Fighter cabinet, and next to that, I have the Final Fight cabinet. And over here, I have the Pac-Man Legacy 12-in-1 cab. And to be honest, I have been playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 more in the last week, probably than I played any of the other cabs that I own in total. And I've owned these cabs since, like, Street Fighter was like, what, 2018? So, yes, it has issues, but it's still my favorite cab because of the games list, specifically Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but then all the other amazing games that are on here, from Marvel vs. Capcom 1, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Children of the Atom, and, whatever else. I know I'm forgetting games, but whatever else is on here. And you know what? Let's do it. We're here, right? Let me rank my cabs from favorite to... I'll rank it from least favorite to favorite. So my least favorite is going to be the Pac-Man 12-in-1. Honestly, I haven't even really played it. I bought it just because it was on clearance for $150, and I've always loved the Pac-Man's cabinet design, and that's pretty much why I bought it. It was $150. It was a steal, and I literally bought it. I played like 2 rounds of Pac-Man, and I only turned it on for like background aesthetics. But yeah, I haven't played it. I like Pac-Man, but once you've played Pac-Man once, you've played it a million times. So I would say Pac-Man is going to be my least favorite cab that I own. Then, now this is tough. I'm going to say Marvel Superheroes will be in 3rd place because all the games that are on here, with the exception of Punisher, already exist on here. So this cabinet is pretty much obsolete to me unless I want to play Punisher. So this is pretty much just a Punisher cab at this point. So Pac-Man would be my least favorite that I own, and then my second least favorite is going to be Marvel Superheroes. Oh, okay. Where do we go from here? I'm going to put Street Fighter right in the middle. It's tough because I love the Street Fighter cab, and I'm just over here like looking at it. I love the Street Fighter cab, but it was a Wave 1 cabinet. It is a little bit outdated. Arcade1Up did send me this as a review unit back in 2018, so I have like sentimental value towards this, and it's Street Fighter 2. I love Street Fighter 2. It's probably my favorite fighting game of all time, behind Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But it's outdated. So all right, last place we're going with Pac-Man. Second last place is going to be Marvel Superheroes. And right in the middle is going to be the original Street Fighter cab. And second place, as my second favorite cab that I have, is going to be Final Fight. Although I will admit I don't play Final Fight all that often. I don't play that cab all that often. But still to this day, I think that is the best cabinet that there is. Versatility of that cab is just amazing. The diversity of the games list, from Final Fight, 1944, Ghosts and Goblins, and Striders, that is a phenomenal cabinet. And the games on there, and just the diversity that you get, like on Marvel Superheroes, on Street Fighter, on the Pac-Man cab, on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they're pretty much all different variations of the same game. You can only play so many different versions of Street Fighter 2. Marvel Superheroes and X-Men Children of the Atom, as well as every game that's on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, are all pretty similar games. But the diversity that you get with Final Fight, still to this day unmatched, I think, in my opinion. And finally, number 1, like I said before, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, one of my favorite games of all time, and the games list on here is incredible. So we went backwards before. Let's go forwards. My favorite cab, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Second favorite, Final Fight. Third, Street Fighter. Fourth, Marvel Superheroes. And fifth, Pac-Man Legacy 12-in-1. Whew. Okay, let me get back to the comments. And, oh man, it's already 8 o'clock. So I'm going to get to these last couple comments. If you guys have any last final questions or whatever, drop them in the chat. And I am going to wrap it up after I address all of these questions. So, where am I? Okay. Do I think most of the major issues will be resolved by the end of the year? I hope so, but I don't know. Arcade1Up didn't give us a timeline. The end of the year really is 2 more months. So, will we see online by the end of the year? I have no idea. I hope so, but I honestly have no idea. Do you believe Arcade1Up would have the ability to come out with House of the Dead anytime soon? I mean, they have the technology because they did the Terminator cabinet, so the technology is there. I don't know if they have the license to it or not, or the hardware to run the game. I don't know how powerful it is to run the game, but the technology is definitely there with the light gun because they've done Terminator. So I don't know. I don't know if they can secure the license for it. I don't know if that's an issue or what the case is. They were too hesitant to give a timeline. You'd give it another 100 days. They were very hesitant, but in their defense, I understand why they were hesitant. Because they don't want to tell us, maybe we can expect online in 3 months, and then 3 months comes around and online still isn't ready, and now everybody's in a riot and an uproar once again. So I understand they wanted to play it safe, and I get it. Because, you hate to... It's better to... I guess under promise and over deliver versus over promise and under deliver, if that makes sense. So it's smarter for them to say they don't know, and then maybe we'll magically get online in a month. You never know. But it's better to say that than to say, online will be ready next month and then it's not ready. So I understand it for sure. You have Star Wars and Blitz and want to add a fighting cab. Not sure which one to pick up. I mean, hands down, the best fighting cabinet is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. All the games list that comes on here is basically like a hodgepodge of the Marvel versus Street Fighter cab, Marvel vs. Capcom, I'm sorry, X-Men versus Street Fighter, and the Marvel Superheroes cabinet. So if you're into that style, this Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is definitely the best one to get. If you want Street Fighter, there's a whole bunch of different Street Fighter cabs out, from the Shinku Hadouken to, what's the other one called? I can't remember the other one. And then you have obviously like the original Street Fighter cabs and whatnot, and the Legacy Capcom cab that has all the Street Fighter games in it. So if you want to play Street Fighter, I would go with probably the Legacy cabs. If you want to play pretty much anything else, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the way to go. All right, so I think that's gonna do it. Like, my back is killing me from sitting in this chair for the last 2 hours, hour and a half, something like that. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, as I always do. I appreciate all of you who come through my streams, whether you pop in occasionally, if you stayed for the whole hour and a half, whatever the case is. I know I have not the biggest, I guess fan base. There's other people that are streaming right now that have 300 people watching them, but I appreciate, what do we have, 20 people in here right now? I appreciate each and every one of you in here. Last comment I'm going to take. JP Wiggs says, what do you think the next sports game will be? I don't know, because we did Blitz, we did Hang Time and Jam, and there was another cab that was coming out with some Capcom sports titles. I can't remember which cab that was. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'm just trying to think of what other games could they do. I off the top of my head, I have no idea. But as I was saying, like I said, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you all for coming in, for joining the stream, for sitting back, talking, whatever. I've been doing a lot of Arcade1Up content the last week for obvious reasons. I got Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in, so once. I think I pretty much covered everything I can right now for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I did my unboxing, building, I did my gameplay, I did my review, I've addressed the issues with the cab. We're doing this stream here. So in the next week, I'm going to get back to doing some toy reviews, because I have a lot of stuff that I need to review, and I really do enjoy doing the toy reviews, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching that as well. But I still will be doing Arcade1Up content. I'm probably going to do a live stream. I don't know when. I can't really commit to it. Maybe this weekend, maybe sometime next week, of playing you guys online. Not with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but all the other cabs that are on here. Just stay tuned to my community tab. I'll have a post about that once we get closer. Yeah, so, again, thank you guys. I enjoy you guys. Drop a like on this video if you haven't already. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So, as always, guys, stay tuned for more. And I'll see you guys next time.